Hey there folks, Rennie MT here, and welcome back to Sunlight Scream University Massacre. That's the full name on Steam. That's where we had a copyright nightmare. I mean, we went to go... we went home with Sarah and watched the movie with her. And yeah, now we're suddenly... Nate? Or seeing Nate? Who's walking? But anyway, let's just go. Nate shivered from the cold as he walked briskly across the street. It was still evening, but it was already dark as the night wore on. Only a couple of streetlights illuminated the whole street. The rest of them simply didn't work or flickered weakly. He turned down an alley to take a shortcut to the police station. Today was the last straw. I had to file a report against his abusers. They should be able to help him. He saw no other way out of the situation. So, quiet on the street at this time, as if the whole city were asleep. But suddenly, amidst the silence, rhythmic footsteps were heard. They sounded in time with Nate's footsteps. He stopped. Footsteps stopped too. There was no one around, though it was hard to make out anything in the darkness. The alley was lit only by the faint neon lights in the moon. Nate fixed his glasses, looked around, and moved on. Footsteps resumed again, sounding like they were right behind him. His heart pounded harder. He stopped again and turned around sharply. No one! Alright, let's get to the destination. Otherwise, his heart would jump out of his chest. He decided to return until he was in the light. He decided to run until he was in the light. He ran forward, quickly. Just then, a figure emerged from behind a garbage can, into which he flew at full speed and fell to the ground, shattering his knees. Okay, that sounds a little loud. His glasses flew off his nose. Suddenly it's first person? Everything blurred before his eyes. Something white loomed ahead. Excuse me, my glasses fell off. I can't see anything. Can you help me? The blurred figure did not budge. The surface was cold and hard to the touch, but at last the trotting succeeded. The fellow raised his dirty glasses. Pulling them back over his eyes, he jerked back. In front of him stood a tall man in a black suit and a white, terrifying mask. Sorry, I didn't see you. Can I go now? They're waiting for me at home. The guy mumbled, only wanting to get as far away from the stranger as possible. Wanting only as far away from the stranger as possible, but he didn't move. I'm just gonna go, okay? Nate pulled back. He lowered his gaze and took a closer look at the stranger. Something glinted in his hand, something sharpened. The knife. A knife. Nate opened his mouth in horror and wanted to run away, but his legs felt like lead. Help! Somebody! Nate screamed as loud as he could, and then out of his daze, he ran in the opposite direction. The mysterious figure easily threw a knife that instantly caught up and plunged into the boy's back, cutting through clothing and flesh. Ah! The guy's scream turned into a wheeze, blood spurting from his mouth. The attacker pulled out a knife and kicked Nate in the back. He fell to the ground. Did it just say achievement unlocked in Russian? Which kind of achievement? I pressed nothing, but it just was like stuck that on its own. And it moved. I was somewhere not far from the house when I heard screaming from a neighboring alley. And it wasn't the drunken screams of some raging... It wasn't screams from a raging drunk. It was the screams of someone being murdered. I have to help everyone at all times. In light of recent events, it is almost contraindicted? Contraindicated. I need to Google this word. What? Hold up. Contraindicated. Suggest or indicate that a particular technique or drug should not be used in the case in question. Surgery may also be contraindicated for more general reasons of operative risk. Am I saying it right? It's a verb in medicine. Yeah?
Contraindicate.
I guess I'm right.
Contraindicate.
But that's like... It feels like, knowing that definition, like, that's like used in medicine, like, it feels like a bad use of the word. Also, it's like such a random word. What the heck? Anyway, it almost contraindicated for me to get involved in such ventures. Curiosity got the best of me, and I jumped up and down. Found myself in narrow, neon-lit alleys where there was not a soul in sight. Screams died down as suddenly as they had come. It was hard to say what it was that attracted me to them, but I thought I heard that voice somewhere before. And as I rounded the corner, I realized why that voice was familiar. Nate! He was lying in a pool of blood on the ground. Mutilated, his face cut up, but there was no doubt it was him. His glasses were lying around. His glasses, his backpack, were lying around him. I, though being used to horror movies and horror games, experienced a real attack of terror. It's as if my breath had run out and I began to gasp for air. Breathe, Max, breathe. Pinch myself. Yeah, this is really happening. My classmate, who we were talking to just today, is lying dead a couple of blocks from my house in a dark alley. Wait, I thought we were near Sarah's. Whatever. I involuntarily remember the last time we parted ways. God, Nate, what on earth were you doing here at a time like this? I need to call the cops right away. Officer Elizabeth, you just gotta help me. But the psychopath is still here. With trembling fingers, I pulled out my phone and tried to unlock it. It's been dead all day. Gotta get out of here fast. As I ran out of the confined space, I was ducking every shadow, and there were plenty of them. Where are you, Sunlight? I need you so badly. In a fit of adrenaline, I thought I'd look up the name and number of these alleys. And I ran home without stopping. Surprised passer-by looked at me, but I didn't care about that now. I ran up the stairs and locked myself in the apartment. I felt better mentally. I tried to catch my breath, but my heart was still ready to jump out of my chest. I forced myself to quickly undress, put the phone on charge, and spam the power button until finally... Why are we undressing? That's like a random fact. Yeah, I quickly undressed. Like, anyway. I put the phone on charge and spammed the power button until the screen lit up. Dialed Elizabeth Reynolds' number and waited, pacing back and forth across the room. I answered much more quickly this time, apparently still in bed. Nice bed! Hello? Max, it's you again. Kill the man! Now you're gonna believe me. I saw with my own eyes. He killed my classmate. Nate turned into mincemeat! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's do it. Try that again. Slow down. Who killed who? The killer! He killed Chris. Now he's killed my classmate. Just passing through? How do you find out about it? Yes! You don't believe me? Again? Go and see for yourself. You can go right now. Got the address of that alley. Well, even though I'm skeptical of what you're saying, something clearly made an impression on you. I'm gonna go check this place out. Yeah, okay. Just be careful. Alright, kid. I know my job. If there's someone out there, they're gonna be in trouble. Hey, I believe you. Call me back when you've checked it out. Sure, I'll be in touch. Hung up. I didn't feel much better. What if she gets killed out there? It wasn't like I'd been killed, though. It was all so strange. I looked out the window, watching the midnight city below. It happened so close to me. But the windows, unfortunately, faced the other way. Bell rang quickly. I even flinched in surprise. A little over 10 minutes had passed. The officer's voice was cold and tired. You know, Max, I don't know what kind of game you're playing at, but if that's the kind of joke you're playing, it's not funny at all. What's a joke? Are you guys joking? Are you in the right place? Yes, the address you gave me. And look, there's one right down the aisle. And all the way down the alley, there's nothing and no one here. How? Nate, a guy in my class. He had his glasses, his backpack. They were right next to the body. Hey, there's no body here. No blood, no glasses, nothing. Lying right there. I swear to you. False calls. Police are also punishable. Why? Not crazy. Can't help me. I'll do it myself. I phoned angrily, not waiting for an answer. She didn't believe me at all. What would I do if I were her? Probably wouldn't have believed it either. So school. Hit the body? But why? Pastor's just playing with me. My fright was replaced by irritation and anger. I just went to bed. I want to tell my friends in general chat room, but for some reason I didn't dare. Wait till tomorrow. Will they believe me? They probably will. Curled up in bed, I couldn't get the picture of Nate shredded in a pool of his own blood out of my head. Whoever it was, they must have acted. For sure? What? I drifted off to sleep. The phone rang again. Thought it might be Elizabeth finding a body and calling to apologize, or a friend. Number was hidden the other day. Remember the spy program Sarah had installed for me? After a little hesitation, I picked up the phone. Hello? Did you get my message? At you again? What do you want from me? Payback. Soon you will pay for everything. Hey, what cursed to you? Why are you doing this to him? Your brother? That was really an unfortunate accident. I had hoped to deal with you quickly, but since fate saved you, I make the most of it. First you will see the death of all your friends, and then at the very moment you're not looking for it, finish you off. You know, try it. Your words don't make any sense. I'm gonna find you. Yeah, it's translation, okay? And I'm gonna avenge what you did to Chris. You'll rot in prison for the rest of your life knowing you lost. Loud words, I like them. So you're in the game. See you soon. Max. Stranger hung up. Got you, you bastard. Turn around and give the phone to Sarah. Word, I forgot the H again. She'll get his number. Maybe some more information. Even with the number, I'm sure we can find a way to trace it. You can't get away with it now. Mysterious call. I couldn't sleep for a long time. Adrenaline was bubbling inside, literally chanting my body to get up and do something. All the fatigue I accumulated during the day evaporated in an instant. When I was about to fall asleep again, there was a sound in the kitchen. The floorboard creaked. I listened. That's not a squeak! Oh, everything seems quiet. I exhaled in the end. Weird, loud, screeching noise. No, I've definitely heard it this time. Got up carefully, as quietly as possible, got off the bed and walked slowly in the direction of the sound, trying not to make myself noticeable. Had it just been the wind in the windows? No, I obviously heard something inside the apartment. Maybe my paranoia had gotten to such an extent. Without turning on the light, I peered cautiously into the kitchen. I didn't see anyone. I tiptoed over to the table and pulled a knife out of its stand. Immediately, I noticed the stand. One knife was missing! So I was right. Raw. Look around. Didn't see anything. Turned my attention to the fridge. Looked up and was stunned. There was a large, dark figure on top of it. Quickly ran toward the exit and a little light switch. Why are we still looking at the bedroom? See a lot more. I flicked it on, looked at the old place. It was a shelf. Hidden shelf above the fridge. Exhaled noisily, amazed at my paranoia. Second later, there was that screeching noise again. Someone was right behind me. Paralyzed with terror. Couldn't bring myself to turn around. Was this it? Had I lost it? Had I lost? Started to turn slowly. Immediately felt a piercing pain in my back. Knife had gone in deep, lodged between my vertebrae. Neither scream nor move, could only feel the unbearable, paralyzing pain in the torn flesh. I sat down on the floor. In my dream, I'd fallen out of bed and was lying on the bare, hard floor covered in sweat. I guess that's what's caused the back pain in the dream. Ugh, just a dream, but so real. Well, it would have been more something if we had, like, not just been staring at the bedroom the entire time. I went to bed, but I couldn't fall asleep. I tossed and turned until the alarm clock rang in the morning. I rearranged it several times, as that was the exact time I fell asleep. How ironic. On the 10th... What? I put it on snooze because I didn't get enough sleep. On the 10th time, I managed to get up. I had to eat breakfast in a hurry and run out to school. Expectedly, I was late for my first class. I had to apologize to Ms. Johnson and take the empty desk. Oddly enough, there was almost no drowsiness at all. Maybe yesterday's adrenaline somehow carried over to today? It was obviously not in attendance. Even Mr. Johnson had marked him absent, which was apparently a rarity. But I knew where he was. I don't know where, but I knew what had happened, and this would be a big help to me right now. Yes, Elizabeth? I wanted to share the news with the guys as soon as possible. And since I couldn't do it before class, as soon as the bell rang for recess... As soon as the bell rang for the end of class... Recess at university? I'm sorry, recess is like, yeah, wait, we're gonna go out and play. Not like the bell for in the class. I literally dragged everyone out into the hallway before they scatter. Hey, good morning to you too. I see someone going up on the wrong side of the bed. I come to you with news. Alerted? Exactly. I don't know how to stop him. I'm just gonna say it. Nate's dead. Oh, come on. It's not fun anymore. This can't be... You can't be serious, can you? I flapped her eyes fearfully. I'm dead serious right now. I don't want to believe it myself, but I saw it with my own eyes yesterday. And what did you see? Tara seems to be the only one taking me seriously right now. Leon thought it was a joke. Samantha turned white and stared silently. Hey, well, I'll tell you what happened. I was coming home at night. I heard a scream in the alley. I was coming home from your place, Sarah, and I heard a scream in the alley. I went to check it out. Well, slow down. Sarah, after we talked last night, there possibly be... Did we? We talked after school. I don't know about last night. After we talked yesterday, there possibly being a killer in town. You went to a dark alley because you heard a scream? Ale? Ale? Are you okay? Leon's right. You shouldn't have. Oh, come on. Let the man finish the story, then you can judge him. Oh, I found a man in a blooded pool at the scene. He was cut all over, face, body, but it was definitely Nate. Stuff was lying around. It was probably done with a big knife. Paused, remembering everything in detail, so wouldn't miss something important. Called the police right away, right? I wanted to, but my cell phone was dead. Memorized the address and ran home. I called an officer I knew. And now for the best part. Gave her the address, told her everything as it happened, and when she got there, body was gone. It was gone. Actually, she didn't believe me. That's why I have no one else to tell but you. Now I just don't know what to do next. Yeah, things are going very badly. For all that, I got another call from the killer. Again, a hidden number. What did he say this time? Nothing new. He's trying to scare me. Said Chris died by mistake, but since he did, he will play me. He's going to kill everyone around me, and then me. Oh yeah, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Well, I hope so. How are you putting in for the ID? How exactly does it work? Did she put some kind of program in for you too? Yeah, she just wants to help find the killer. Actually, it should have picked up the call automatically, but now I'm gonna need your phone to decrypt it. Let's do a little work at home. It might take a day or two. Hope that's not a problem. Actually, how am I gonna connect with someone during that time? And who might need a contact? I don't know. Well, if something happens, like recent events, where I have connection on hand. Here's what we're gonna do. I'll give you my phone just to keep in touch, and you give me yours. I have a lot of devices. I can live without one phone. Don't look at anything. I won't look at anything from you, okay? What do you got there? A lot of nudes. Can I get someone's phone too? Samantha. I think I'll pass. Not funny. Alright, I'll take it. I just need it for communications, so I won't see anything I don't need to see. And that's settled. I trust you, unlike him. Only exchange devices. Alright, as soon as I figure something out, I'll call you. You understand what I mean. Yeah, well then, that's it for now. Wow, do you believe me? Why not? Well, the call is very real. When I find out who made the call, we get it directly to the killer. I don't see any reason for you to deceive us, so I believe you too. Yeah, unless I'm a schizophrenic psycho who kills everyone himself. That's a joke, by the way. I just didn't really appreciate the joke and made poker faces. Okay, well, class starts. It's starting again soon. See ya. The lessons flew by too fast. My lesson today was physical education. I was glad to switch over and give my brain a rest and stretch my muscles a little. All the guys changed their clothes and gathered in the gym. As promised, there was a mini basketball tournament among our group. A total of 8 teams, 4 people each, 3 rounds. Those who could not join groups on their own were forced to join the same singles. Fortunately, our team was already long established. Alright folks, ready to take an easy top one? Let's show them that yesterday's practice didn't go to waste. Sure thing, bro. Consider the pass. You guys ready to rip? I don't know about tearing. You know I'm pretty much a total zero at it, but I'll try. I'm afraid I'll only pull you down. Why did you wear jeans? Whatever. Cheer up, girl. It's not all about skill. It's about attitude. Besides, you were pretty good yesterday. Sarah's right. Many teams there are randomly assembled and we'll just run after the ball like crazy. We develop tactics in advance. We can easily take them all down. I'm a fast runner. I can play well in the center and get the ball to the opponent's zone quickly. I'm not a very fast runner. If I can throw the ball in the basket, I'm good with accuracy. You're gonna stand next to the ring. If someone is near the ring, we can make a pass to you to score the ball. I'll be on defense then. Sarah and Max will be in the center of the field. We're trying to get the ball to the enemy line. I see you've got it all planned out. Of course, setting yourself up to win is half the battle. They're starting. They're calling us. Come on then. Good luck to us. We're stood in a circle and hugged each other. Period. It was missing. We approached the gym teacher. He explained that our team was playing first. Leon was made captain. A team of 2 girls and 2 boys went up against us. Oh god, that was one-sided. I remember us crossing paths before. The whistle blew and it was on. Leon easily kicked the ball from the center? Why are we kicking a basketball? Why? Right into my hands. Leon ran across the floor and into the basket. As Leon predicted, the opponents were just chasing the ball in droves with no special tactics. It was hard to get around the 2 girls. The game was going briskly. Sarah and I were running across the field, passing to Samantha and scoring on their own. Each hit brings 2 points, except for the farthest one. So you can get 3 points for them. That's for the pros. We finished 10-2. We could rest. That's why we took our seats on the bench. I told you this was gonna be easy, right? And it was fun. Too early to relax, guys. We got 2 more games to win. But look, is this even legal? Grant and his buddies played next. They had all 4 guys on their team. Grant himself was bigger than all the other students and almost a head taller. And with 3 guys and 1 girl went up against them, Leon swallowed nervously. Hope someone beats that big guy. No harm in dreaming. And maybe we don't need this victory so much. Come on, it's automatically a good grade. 3rd grades are like the meaning of life. We have to win this game. Right. When I started, as expected, it could not be called a competitive game. Grant and his henchmen scored goals without much resistance. Couldn't take the ball away from them, and they roughly pushed their opponents. One guy was knocked off his feet, and he stretched painfully on the floor. Our teacher seemed to be satisfied with this rough style of play, or he just didn't see any obvious infraction. Soon the game ended with a score of 16-0. After that, 2 more pairs of teams played. Although they played well, they were far from Grant's team. Here, there were no clear favorites. The fight was sweaty. Whistle called for round 2. We were up. Our second game was against the winners of the 3rd game. We went up the middle. We had 3 guys and a girl. Just another recent play. These opponents were our head and shoulder above our previous opponents. Grant played in a measured manner in their own zones. We can't relax. Whistle and go! Leon still managed to get the ball in my direction, but the other guy kicked. Why are we kicking it? Kicked it out in front of me and drove to our basket. I was catching up as fast as I could, but I didn't have enough speed. Only Leon stood in his way. Tried to snatch the ball, but the attacker made a sideways pass for a girl from the team who was already there, deftly took it and set a 2-pointer into the basket. 0-2. After that, we went on offense. I managed to get around their girl, then pass to Sarah. Pass to Sarah. Just pass to Sarah. Made it to the ring with 1 more defender underneath. Quick back and forth pass to Samantha. She scores. We tie. Now the game was very even. We chased the ball over the hull, intercepting it at the basket. A few times they tried to make a shot at the ring, at the basket, but they were unsuccessful. It was too far away. Trying to make a shot from far away, but the ball rolled under the basket and fell out. Rolled around the basket ring and fell out. Close. They're not going to give it that easily. I felt by the internal clock their battle was coming to an end. I don't know. I could only score 1 more shot. I could see the opponents were tired too. In the second halftime, when the ball went into play, I walked over to Leon and whispered to him to go on offense. I showed Sarah the same thing. Well, that's it. The game resumed and the enemy attacked. All our men moved to the other side of the field. Throughout the match, I saw that the opponents had the same scheme. Two of them run offense, make a pass to the girl, and try to punch it in. I keep it in my head this time. I planned to step in front of the guy and try to take the ball away. He passed to his partner. Me a dash in that direction. He took possession of the ball. To run, well, an opponent in the center. I passed through him to Sarah. It was almost under the basket, but she didn't take any chance and threw the ball to Samantha. She hit it too hard. Bounced the other way. Leon picked it up and sent it back, this time into the bullseye. Yay, it worked! Whistle blew and the match was over. Annoyed guys went to the benches. We walked over and took our seats, trying to catch our breath. That was awesome. Well done, everyone. Max, it was risky, but you did it. You took the ball away from them yourself. Worth the risk. Glad it worked. Grant walked past us. Now it was his turn to defend his place in the finals. He stopped next to me. Not bad, Hardy. Played horrible. That's not gonna work with us. You're gonna lose. Grant slammed across his throat and went to start the game. I don't understand all of this, but what are we gonna do about that? I just dropped the match. We can get a good estimate later. No way! We're a great team. We'll figure something out. Show these assholes we're something. We're so close to winning! And not even for a good grade, but this is the perfect opportunity to put Grant in his place. In front of everybody, by the way. And even if we fail, at least we won't have regrets because we tried and did our best. Play. That's what he wants, to intimidate us into giving up the game or playing badly. In the last 2 games to give up now. Let's prove to him that even on his battlefield we can prevail. That's what I'm talking about. Way to go, Max. Not in the face when we make it. Okay, I'll give it my best shot. One more game. Chin up, Samantha. This team is screwed. Besides, we'll be playing 2 matches in a row, and they don't have a lot of energy. We're boosting morale. The semi-final match has already passed. Grant's opponent still managed to throw him we had 1 goal on them, but that was it. It was ended 8-2. The teacher blew his whistle, and now final match of the day. We wish each other luck again. Good luck. Grant and Leon came to the center. Grant gave me a scornful look. I assumed he was gonna put the ball into his own area, but I got right up there. But one of his buddies was right next to me. Looks like they almost never play defense. Mostly always on the. Almost never play defense, mostly always on the opponent's field. We need to play with speed and sudden passes. Alright, let's go. Whistle. The ball was expectedly grabbed by Grant. It flew towards me. I reached for it, but a guy from his team next to me pushed me roughly and took possession of the ball. Quickly ran into our basket. Entire rewriting. Sarah came towards us, aggressively trying to grab the ball. It didn't work. Ball drove to the rim and fell out. Leon was under the ring and he passed it to me. I quickly oriented myself and led the way to the edge of the field. Nearly pushed down by Grant, stretching out his arms. Tried to pass to Sarah through Grant, but he reached his fingers to the ball in the jump, so the pass went the wrong way. One of his team took the ball. This time all the opponents were in our half, and after a few passes, Grant still opened the score by scoring it. You know what? We'll find out what happens in this match next time. I'm tired of rewriting it. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps with keeping content like this and more. I'll link to that in the description below, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is Rudy and T signing out. Bye!